Hello, hola, namaskar, sat sri akal. Welcome back to the chaotic phase. We know it's been quite a long time since we posted a video, but now we're back and we're so excited to be back on track with new and much more amazing content. And the first of this is a girl talk video. So we went to our Instagram handle, which is right here, and we asked our followers to drop in a few questions that they would like us to answer for a girl talk video. Just a disclaimer before I begin this video, we are no experts. Whatever we are going to say today is only based on whatever we've learned and experienced from life. So these actually do not count as an expert opinion, but just as something, an advice that you would ask to an elder sister or a best friend. So yeah.
So here we go with the first question, that is how to maintain a healthy relationship with everybody. For me, three things are most important, that is tolerance, understanding and transparency. If you do not have these three, then your relationship with anybody can be spoiled easily. Understanding is most important, because if you do not share a proper understanding, that creates big problems. Like, even if a small misunderstanding affects you, then just it's better to clear it out, right, with the person, because that small misunderstanding can create bigger problems than you even think of. And second thing is intolerance. Be calm, be patient, be understanding to any damn person you're in relationship with. Then let that relationship be a bond of a brother sister, be it a bond of mother daughter or of daughter father, anything. Just keep your calm, because you do not know what the person is going through and when do they need you the most. So it's better to be there for them and support them. That's how you can have a good relationship. And transparency is the most important one, because if you do not share a proper transparent relationship with each other, then it might create grudges, and then those grudges do come out in a certain way.
What will you do now, sissy? SHEIN is banned. I never ordered from SHEIN. Okay, so the next question is, according to you, how to overcome any type of fear? Well, in life you'll have two options. Always you'll have two options: either face it or just run away from it. So if you run away from it, that way it's going to fear you more. Rather, face your fears, make them your strength, and that way you'll have no fears left.
Our next question is, why do girls face more difficulties in our society to start something new? Okay, so this is because people have just started to realize that girls are even better than men's. Actually, I'm saying this because they're actually better than men's, because we can achieve anything that we want. I understand the difficulties and all those things, because people are brought up like that. Their parents, they didn't think about, they didn't, it takes time to process out things which is right and wrong, until and unless you don't experience it yourself. So until and unless their own daughters don't stand up for themselves, they won't understand.
How to know if a friend is toxic? Well, this is pretty simple. If you have a friend with whom you cannot be yourself, you feel like you have the constant need to be somebody else, or if something feels very forced, or it feels like they give you a hard time for being you, they make you feel guilty over something you've done, maybe in just some past time, or also maybe the connection is really not mutual, you only meet when they want to meet, you talk only when they want to talk. So all these signs should tell you that friend whom you're with is really not a real friend, but rather a toxic friend. So it's really not advisable to be in a toxic relation or friendship, so just get out. How did you manage to do your eyebrows during quarantine or lockdown? Well, it's my mom. She came up with this beautiful, brilliant idea of using back strips that were lying idle. So we just cut it into thinner strips and just apply it wherever there was, growth on the eyebrow. And yeah, that was pretty much it. You can also use tweezers if you have them. But Mama, I love you for this idea.
So, next question is how to cope up with the sudden changes that happen in your life. I would say that be patient, be adaptable. And because you should get adaptable to the situations that keep on happening in your life, because if you don't get adapted, you get irritated, and then those irritations cause anger issues, and then that also creates problem with people who are close to you. So just keep your calm, keep patience, that even that phase will go through your life, and that's how you deal with it. So the next question is how to deal with period cramps. So this is the one of the most asked questions. For this, I would suggest you to do some yoga, which is like, I know it's very terrible to get out of your bed even on those days, but if you try a few yoga poses, you can just Google them out. They can be really relaxing for your muscles, and you will feel better. If not that, then ask your mom to send, make those rave ka shira or aate ka shira, which and have it hot. You will feel better with the goond and all those dry fruits. You can just add them, and you can just have it with that. Then there's this. There are many more things. You can put a water bag. You can just lie on bed and just take rest.
Is menstrual cup good and safe to use? Well, I may not be the correct person to answer this question, but if you ask my opinion, then yes, they are good and safer to use, and they are more eco-friendlier than the regular pads or tampons. So, if you're planning to use them, rather consult an expert or somebody who's used them before. So, yeah.
How do you know he's the one? Okay, so this is like, if the person is loyal, if he his world revolves around you, that doesn't mean that he's pura din texting you and he's just behind you. That doesn't mean that. But yes, his almost, if any small bad thing happens to you, he's the first one you would go and talk to, and he would come and talk to you about. Then yeah, loyalty, love, and care is, I guess, and even trust is more important. And he is not ashamed or embarrassed about you, no matter how you look, what you are. He's not embarrassed to represent you in front of his friends, family. That's when you really know that he's the one.
How to deal with an incessant boy constantly annoying you? Bro, if you know somebody who's annoying you, just speak up. Just tell them that you're not interested. And if they're still annoying you, block them. Just not off the social media, but also in reality, just ignore. Because there are some scumheads you cannot just, you cannot deal with them. So just let them be. But I think you should just speak up. And also, so one more question that I found relevant to the earlier one is, how do you deal with random guys staring at you wherever you go? No, this is something that every girl deals with. So, every girl might have a different dealing perspective. But what I do is I rather stare back at them, because I feel it's a psychological thing. When you're staring and somebody stares back at you, it scares the shit out of you. So I do that, and I think everybody out there should do it. No gender specific. There are many people who just stare at you for absolutely no reason. If you go anywhere, they just keep staring at you, like. But if you feel that staring is just more, and they're staring like continuously to annoy you or some different intention, just speak up. You ask them, you scold on them, because nobody has the right to just stare at you for no reason, I think. So the next question that I have is your idea of true love. Well, like I said before, we are no experts, but this is something that I've gained and learned over experiences in life. So my idea of true love is different than what they show in the movies, what they portray in the books. It's not just all about the goody good things, but it's also about the adjustments, the imperfections, and finding perfections in that imperfections, finding the good in every bad. And I think your family just exemplifies all the definitions of true love out there. For me, true love is not about a person whom you cannot live without, but it's rather a person who stays with you even if they're long gone far away. So I think, yeah, this is what I feel.
Okay, so next question is, do you think time heals everything? I would say nothing can heal you if you don't want to get healed up. Like for example, you cannot move on a person if you don't want to. You will always remember that person. Instead, when you break up, we all want to move on. We do not want that phase in our life, right? I would say give yourself time and don't depend on time to heal you up. Okay guys, I hope you like the video.
Do let us know in the comment section below how did you find this video to be, and if y'all want us to do another girl talk video, also let us know in the comments. And yeah, until next time.